Koti pranams at the lotus feet of my beloved Swami, who is my loving father, loving mother, loving teacher, loving God, and my best friend I have in my life. Dear brothers and sisters and children, Om Sri Sai Ram. First of all, let me thank all of you and Sai organization for giving me the opportunity or the privilege to speak about Swami and my experiences in the series Moments with Sai. First of all, let me introduce myself. My name is Selvakumar. I am ex-police officer, retired police officer from Met Police, anti-corruption investigator, and also I'm originally from Sri Lanka. There also I was assistant superintendent of police in charge of fraud bureau. And coming here, as far as the SAI organization concerned, I have been a regional spiritual coordinator and national spiritual coordinator, and now only doing study circles and talks. This is my privilege, for which I am so grateful to Swami. So coming back to the experiences, I have chosen 2 experiences, and possibly a third one could be introduced if there is time, but I have two important ones. The first one is all about how I became and believed in Swami, trusted in Swami, and became a Sai devotee. This was in the early 1970s. My mother was trying to impress me, or trying to some or other make me understand the valuability and the trustworthiness of Swami and his goodness of his presence in our life. She was trying her best to make me believe that Swami is divine incarnate. My father believed, she believed, my brother believed, but I was not believing. I was joking all the time. Every time she speaks about Swami, I am joking. For a simple example, sometimes when I'm not feeling well, or I have got a problem at school when I'm studying and all that, she used to tell me, why don't you write a letter to Swami, or why don't you pray to Swami? Write a letter to Swami and keep it, and he will help you out. I used to be very rude to my mother, even to Swami. Sorry for this joke. I used to tell, see this guy, he has no time even to take a haircut. How do you think he has time to help me out? Come on, stop it, don't go. And my mother used to really cry. This went on for a time to come when I was about to join the Sri Lankan police force. And I was applied, and I was waiting for the interview, and I was selected to attend because of my educational qualifications and other qualifications. I was selected to attend the interview. So the first part of the interview was completed, and then we had to go through a series of height measurement, weight measurements, and all that. So the minimum height required is 5'6". So I was 5'6.5", but I had an uncle of mine who was working in the police department, and he told me, be careful, because the measuring system is a board-like thing with a small post behind, and there is a pad at the top. And they drop the pad. You stand on the board, and they drop the pad on your head, and you do this. The minute you drop, you do this. And if you are 5'8", you measure 5'6". If you are 5'6", you measure 5'4" or 5'5". So be careful about it. And my mother, of course, said, don't worry, Swami is there. Swami will help you. Amma, stop it, Amma. Swami can't help me. I had to do something about this. Then only I can. So I was thinking about it, asking ideas from various people. Nothing came out. Ultimately, I told, okay, Amma, I'm going to write a letter to Swami. What do I write? Write your problems. So I took a letter, dear Swami, this is the problem I have. I need you to help me with my height. So when I go for the test, I must pass the height test. And after that is easy. I should go through that. Wrote it, then put it in an envelope, put to Sai Baba from Raj Selvakumar. And I wrote it and keep it on the altar. As I kept it on the altar, a flower from Swami's photograph fell straight down on the envelope. And I looked at him. See, Mommy, here, he can't even hold the flowers given to him by you. How can he help me with this problem? Oh, I don't know, and I just walked away. And as usual, my mother started crying. This joke and this crying went on. Why? Because of my ignorance. Now I understand. I didn't know at that time. So the time came now for the interview. I had to go for my height measurements. So there were 50 vacancies and 150 people waiting for measurements. And all of them were in the queue. I was on the queue. So my mother told me, remember, always pray to Swami. Remind him. Swami, please help me with my height. Please help me. So, okay, don't forget, keep praying. So I remembered that. I said, how do I pray? Okay. Ba, 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 my height, ba, 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 my height. I was singing and waiting in the queue. And people used to say, what are you singing? Oh, no, just a song. No, it's okay. And, and then it went on like this. Then what happened? My turn came. I said, okay, Baba, don't forget my height, okay? And within my heart, I was telling her. Then I went and stood on the pedestal. And the pad was supposed to drop my head. And there was an inspector and the assistant superintendent of police waiting, recording the statements, and the sergeant waiting to measure me. And then waiting half a minute, 1 minute, 1.5 minutes. And the inspector shouted, hey, sergeant, what's happening? Have you done the measurements? Yes, sir, I've done the measurements. The measurement height is 5, 6.5. Okay. I stepped out. How did I measure 5, 6.5 without a pad dropping on my head? I looked at it, and the pad actually got stuck exactly at 5, 6.5. And the sergeant slowly whispered and said, hey, you're very lucky. It got stuck at 5, 6.5. It was my turn to cry now. I started crying, walked away, and people in the queue were asking, Selva, why are you crying? Oh, I'm just happy, that's what I'm crying. And I actually walked away with gratitude in my heart. That was the starting point of my change and my belief in Swami. I started believing in Swami and my whole life changed. My police officer's career was so, courage, needed courage as well as support, because it was very strenuous and risky as well. And Baba was always there helping me out. Thank you, Baba. The second important experience I have chosen is all about Sai Mahima. It happens during the first Sai Mahima time, when both my daughters got selected to participate in Sai Mahima team. We have settled down, we applied for passports and waiting for the passports to come to me. And arrangements were being made and tickets were being bought and all that. And 2 weeks more, our passport has still not come. So I decided to go to the passport office to check on this. I managed to telephone them and get an appointment. And then on that particular day, I went to see the passport office executive officer. At the executive office, I spoke to the person, and he took my file, went through it. Oh, everything is sorted out, mate. It's just waiting. Your passport is just waiting to be posted. In 2 days' time, you'll get your passport. Now that you are coming, in fact, you can collect it today. Oh my God, really? How is that? It was authorized. It was authorized by Baba. Authorized by Baba? She said yes. Okay, in that case, can I please meet Baba? Yes, he said, no problem. Go down that corridor, second door on the right. You can knock on the door and go in. So I went down the corridor, knocked on the door, and she said, come in. I walked in to see there was an Afro-Caribbean lady seated there, senior executive officer. And on the name board on the table said, Baba Oglu. So this is the Baba. Swami has come in this form to authorize my passport. So no worry, your passport has been authorized. In fact, it is available in the counter. You can go and tell your name, prove your identity, and then take the passports now. And I walked out of the room, thanked him and walked out of the room, just saying, thank you, Baba, thank you, Baba, thank you, Baba, thank you, Baba. Collected the passport and walked out also in the bus, drove back to where I live in Tooting, saying, thank you, Baba, thank you, Baba. Well, this is Swami. This is Swami, how he works out wonderful things in your life. And third quick experience is all about where I risked my life and I survived because of Swami's grace. One day myself and my wife and my eldest daughter, we were actually going on the motorbike. I was in police station. I was off it was a Sunday. So motorbike there, unlike in London, you can take 3 people, nobody questions you. So I was going with my daughter in the middle and some wife sitting behind, and we were going. And suddenly there was roadblock because there was some road repairs, and there was a temporary side like a bridge created. People have to walk that way. So I had to wait till they come out and then take the motorbike through that bridge. At that time, there was a young lady, a young girl, and a mother who were coming. And behind that, there was a farmer who was coming with a buffalo with a big horn. So we were coming. At that time, suddenly 2 rogues from nowhere jumped onto the bridge and grabbed the gold chain from the young girl and the Mangala Sutra, the Tali Kodi they call it, or Mangala Sutra from the lady, and jumped and grabbed it and tried to run away, and they had to run away my way. I just couldn't bear it up. I put the motorbike on main stand and told my wife and child, don't get off the bike, just stay there. I ran them and caught both of them, and I was grappling with them, and some or other managed to grab the gold chain and gave it to the mother and still grabbing them. One of them were trying, but it was struggling. At that time, one of them escaped, ran away, but other fellow is. At one point, I heard my wife screaming, "Oh, please help!" I turned back to see the guy who escaped had a big knife in his hand. He was running to my wife and daughter to cut them off and probably take the neck off. I couldn't do anything. I had to grab this fellow. I had to save my wife and children. Only person who can save me was Swami. I said, "Baba, please help." And next sound I heard was a big screaming noise from the rogue who ran away. I was holding him I also managed to call the police, and they were on their way to see this farmer's buffalo who was walking in front had gone and stabbed him on the back. He was virtually hanging on the horns of the bull, and virtually later on they found him dead on the horns. So who was the buffalo with the horn? See, Swami comes in different forms. When you ask for help, he is always there. He comes in different forms, different ways, different categories. He comes into your life to help you. So trust. The most important thing is, remember 3 letters, CTF. Confidence, trust, leading to faith. This should be there. When you have these 3, Swami will be there always in your life. Okay, this is the reason why I love this song, which I always sing wherever I go. Every moment of my life, please be with me. Every single life of mine, be thou my guide. Baba, Sri Baba. When I slip, when I fall, lend me your loving hand. When I stray far away, bring me back to you. Baba, Sai Baba. From the darkness into light, lead me, Baba. From unreal to the real, Asatoma Satkamaya, Tamasoma Jyotirkamaya, Mirtyorma Mirdam Kamaya. Baba, Sai Baba. Every moment of my life, please be with me. Thank you, Swami, for this humble privilege to speak about you and the experiences and your divine grace and blessings on me. And thank you, dear brothers and sisters, for the opportunity to talk to you all. May God bless you all. May Swami be always there with you. Remember the 3 letters, CTF, confidence, trust and faith. He will be very close to you when you follow these principles. Jai Sri Sai Ram.